The Amateur Television Net is on every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Catch up with the latest ATV news, see the latest television projects, shack layouts and much more. A good time to ask questions about amateur television. We use local 2-meter liaison frequency FM simplex 147.400 MHz and Berwick repeater 439.375 MHz. Every Tuesday starting 8 p.m.
Sorry about that. We get there eventually. I thought a quiz question would be better than seeing the top of my head, even though I've got a lousy background, but that's the working background. You see, that's hard electronics with an electric toothbrush. Very important item in the arsenal of tools. All right, good evening. My name's Ian Hocking, and my call sign should have come up, but I can't recall whether it did or not. It's VK3 Quebec Lima, which is down in the lower right. My station is situated just 3 kilometres north of the Melbourne CBD, and I welcome you to the net. Thanks for your interest. Tonight we are, says he, looking for right. Tonight we are streaming on Richard's YouTube channel. If you're unable to receive via RF, which quite a few people do, the YouTube channel is Richard VK3VRS. It's also on Discord, which has an interesting photo actually of electricians installing, I don't know how many, at least one electrician installing an air conditioner in the repeater station on Mount View, and so we have a nice cool repeater apparently, but I won't steal any more of Peter's thunder and hand it over to Peter on VK, on channel 1. So I'll hand it over to you, Peter, if people would like to switch to RTV1, and those watching streaming, that will happen automatically. Over to you, Peter.
Thanks, Ian, and welcome to Amateur TV. Why is it always sound is an issue? I think my sound is okay. I can keep going away on the VU meter there, so all good. I'm Peter, VK3BFG, and we're in nice, cool Wantirna South. And yes, yesterday there was a working bee at Mount View. I did absolutely nothing except stand there, but Jacob, who is Richard's son, and his plumber offsider, I forget his name, a really nice guy though, did a really expert job on installing a 5 kilowatt unit at Mount View. And I would have to say to anyone, I would be very happy to recommend Jacob Searle to anyone who was looking for someone to do an electrical job. Extremely competent, and the job was done just perfect. So thanks to Richard for giving me the lead for Jacob, and to Jacob and his offsider, who was a plumber, but did an incredibly good job as well. So both of them were exceptionally competent and really nice young men as well. So if you're looking for someone to do a job, could be data or electrical at all, there it is. We've set the unit going, and it's going to be going 24/7 on Jacob's recommendation. We've set it up at 22 degrees, and it will apparently idle along there pretty much all the time, and is the usual thing for those kinds of installations. And once it gets to the 22 degrees, it won't be too much effort to maintain that, as the building is like a refrigerator anyway, in the sense that the whole wall and floors are all insulated. So once it got hot, it stayed hot, really hot. But now it's going to be at 22 degrees, and of course that's going to stabilise everything in terms of the technologies that are there, and everything's likely to last a whole lot longer under those sort of circumstances without getting heat stress, as was the case. So really good news, and thanks to Peter Mill, actually, VK. What's Peter's call sign? I can't think of it. Never mind. He obtained a grant from the government to get this done, on the basis that the installation also houses other very important transmitters and receivers, which are part of the St John ambulance network. So on the back of that, we were able to successfully make that submission. So 3 APO, that's one of Peter's call signs. I think he's got 1 or 2 more. Yeah, it was very, very well done. And again, thanks to Jacob Searle. Gets 10 out of 10 as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, on another there on Channel V, we also did some transmissions on 147.4 out of Mount View while we were there, and the transceiver there I can now work. It's been there all the time, but I really didn't know which buttons to press and what the system was, but got a better idea now. And it's got a calibrated S-meter in it, in dBm, and according to Peter, it's pretty accurate. So I was giving everyone very accurate signal reports. We had VK3YLH come up, 3IE came up, 3QL came up, and one other, was it? Not sure, but anyway, I think there were 4 stations altogether, and we were able to give everyone a very accurate signal report. So that's pretty good. Also, here I've been working on some GT media boxes. I've got 2 spare ones that I'd purchased, and they're all set up, ready for the little micro that Steve and 3TTF developed, and I found a spare Arduino board around the place, so I've made myself a little shield that sits on top of that, and you can see the AT Tiny sitting there, so I'll be able to program the AT Tinies with that when I get a little bit of software that's off Stephen's blog. So we'll be able to program the little Tinies for the GT media. Nice little chip as well, of course. I was brought up on Atmel's, and whilst Atmel was taken over, there's the flavour there in the technology. So that's what I'll be doing. Probably tomorrow we'll have the two receivers working, and that'll be good. So that's it for me. Been a good day yesterday, and as I said, I didn't do anything except stand around, and I think I might have handed something to Jacob on one occasion. So I guess I was useful in one sense. Anyway, I think we're over to Richard. He's also been very busy with a whole lot of stuff, and of course the Trainer Hobby Show is coming up in March. I'm sure that's very much on his agenda. So Richard, if you're ready to transmit, I'm transmitting on DVS too, so we should be able to get a reasonably smooth takeover to you. So if you start transmitting now, I'll drop off and we'll have a little section from you. So this is Peter, VK3BFG in Wantirna South.
Not quite as smooth as I hoped, Peter. I was sort of transmitting, and then when you turn to hand it over, I hit my amplifier, and it came up straight away with no signal. And I waited and waited and waited. I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'm not transmitting. And I looked, and yeah, it's definitely transmitting. And then, of course, it came up. So yeah, anyway, must be just in the timing when it was pulsing or whatnot. Yeah, Train Hobby Show. Very, very busy with that at the moment. Many of you know that I've been running that, but I also run a whole lot of other activities all based around hobbies. And we have swap meets and also other model railway exhibitions, and just over the long weekend in January, Australia Day weekend, I was running a model train show down there in Cryo, Geelong. So that was taking up a fair bit of time in January after I got back from Bush, and also had to get a swap meet basically the Thursday straight after that. So yeah, it's been busy, and now we're just full steam ahead on the hobby show, Train Hobby Show at Sandown, where there's been quite a few changes. So a lot cheaper for everyone, and all the displays, including ham radio, is actually downstairs now. So you won't have to go upstairs to go and see Peter and also all the other guys that are coming to the show. So we've got quite a few. Wayne, VK3XF, is also helping build up the ham radio side of things. So if Wayne does reach out to you, it's on behalf of the hobby show. it is a great way, and Peter will attest, to get exposure for ham radio to lots of people who have probably never heard of ham radio or don't know anything about it. I still now, you know, I'll be somewhere, people will see me in my car and they say, "Oh, what's all the antennas for?" And I'll say, "Yeah, I'm you know, amateur radio operator, ham radio." And they go, "What's that?" They just don't know. So yeah, the more people that we can show the hobby to, hopefully the more interest, and obviously with more interest there's more people to have activities with, be that amateur TV or just normal QZOs, FT8, whatever flavour you like or are currently in, there'll be more people for that. So always important to try and promote, because otherwise, you know, all us grey-haired old guys will be dying with the hobby. So, and the hobby will die with us, and we don't want that. So that's the last thing we want. Just going on. Yeah, let me flick over to here. Yeah, I've still got audio. So this is Discord, if anyone's wondering. So over on the screen you're looking to your left is the Discord link. If anyone actually wants that link, I can create a link for you and email it to you, no problems at all. If you're not into QR codes, just send me an email. It's VK3VRS@gmail.com, and I'll send you a link so you can join. So that's the photo that Ian was alluding to, and yeah, that's my son's business. He's young, but he's got poor kid had no choice really in life. It's in his genes. He was always going to be electrical, electronics. Me myself, Sparky as well, and electronics, and both his grandparents into electronics. My dad was a TV technician, and my wife's dad was a Telstra electronics engineer. So yeah, poor kid had no choice. He was always going to be something with electrons in it. So yeah, and he's successfully running his business. He's quite busy, but when I asked him, you know, if he would put in an air conditioner in, and he said, "Is this a favour one, Dad?" And I said, "Yes." So he's actually done it pretty much at cost. So what it cost him is what Amateur Radio Vic paid. So he did it basically free labour. He had to pay for his Friggy guy to come and do the gas pipes and all that side of it. He hasn't got his ticket for that yet, but yeah, it's on his to-do list when he gets some time. So yeah, but yeah, if anyone's interested, obviously reach out to me, or you know, Google ARX and give him a call. Yeah, anyway, I've got a little video that I dug up. It's only a very, very short one. That's why I'm waffling. And it was my setup quite some time ago. And boy, how the shack's changed. But let me put this on, and you can have a bit of a look yourself. Okay, so this is current setup, which enables me to switch multiple monitors, different monitors for different things, including that one up there as well. So the plan is plus a 905. The plan is to eliminate, and if we look in there, there's more stuff, and it's all connected. So the plan is to try and eliminate this mess of cables. So I think you know, looking at that, if I click my fingers,
Did you know that a video edition of the WIA News broadcast is screened here, VK3RTV Channel 1 by Clint VK3CSJ, every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m, repeated Sunday evening at 8 p.m.
Better give some sound. So things have changed a little bit. That's now my current setup, so you can see it's a lot neater than what it was. That's obviously my control surface, so this is my volume for my microphones, that's the microphone on the camera, and a few other bits and pieces. And I can turn microphones on and off from here. This button here, well, you'll see the direct results, so that's turning that on and off, and I can do all my that's not the wrong one, that is, so you can see they're all my my little things that I put up. That should disappear hopefully by itself. Maybe it won't because I've got it turned on. I've got to turn it off maybe. Anyway, so I move things around a little bit and streamline things, so that's now my current setup. There's the microphones that I'm using, and you can see TVs are still basically the same up there. This device here, I can actually switch my inputs and outputs, and I have a list here of what inputs are for what, so because you know I can't remember all the time, and you know, when I make a change I redo another one. That's the audio there, coming from the radio, so I can actually put the audio from my radios straight into my computer, so that's good. That's where that hides now, down there, because I basically don't touch it. I operate it from up there, so you can see there, and that's the streaming software that I use. Oh, there's my camera, and of course that's my whole screen. Just in case you were wondering, that's all one big monitor. Oh, look at that, radio equipment on eBay. And then there's another one over there, so, and another one there, and another one there, and another one up there, and then all my radios. So that's what's currently set up. So yeah, anyway, boring stuff. So sorry about the shaky cam, but yeah, we all have our shaky cam. So yes, shacks never stay the same. They're a constant evolving thing. Mine is, that's for sure. At some point I'll probably go, yep, nope, I've got different equipment, or I want to play with different things, and so things will get shuffled around, or I might get a new monitor or something and have to work out how I'm going to put that in. So one of the other things that I play with, not sure how good these are going to show up, but I'm into smart home. Oh, that's not going to show up because that's green. This one will show up. So many different devices. They're just the Shelly brand. So yeah, motion detectors. And if you guys haven't worked it out what it is that I do, it's smart homes. So I don't do them commercially. I just do them for myself, even to the point where my security cameras, which they are security cameras I suppose, but they're also got AI behind them, and they detect humans, cats, cars, number plates, facial recognition and all that sort of stuff. So my house, the computer that runs the house, actually knows who's home. It even tells you who's home and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, a lot of fun. Now, I don't know who I'm passing it off to. I believe I'm going back to you, Ian. Maybe you can give me a call, Ian, and let me know who I'm passing it to. But yep, so off to Ian. So everyone, if you didn't know, while you guys are watching on YouTube, by the way, we've got 15 currently watching on YouTube. We've had 18 at some stage, and on Discord we currently have 2 watching. So hello everyone watching on the streaming devices. Glad you could be watching us, and like I said, if anyone wants to watch on Discord because they can't watch free to, directly via the airwaves, and you're out and about, maybe you've sort of the XYL has taken you off to do something, you can sneak your phone underneath the desk and sneakily watch ATV while you're stuck somewhere where you don't want to be. I don't know. Or like I have in the past, I've watched Clint's broadcast while I've been out, and just watching what's going on the broadcast. So and I do that via Discord. I don't do it via my Discord, I do it via his, because Clint runs Discord as well. So yeah. Anyway, so everyone that's watching, thank you very much, and I'm going to flick you over to RTV2. So all those watching on there, you'll go over now, and
Hello there, with sound by the looks, which is always very promising. All right, thanks Richard. It's great to have another look at Shaq. It's amazing. It's funny, in ATV world, you tend to, the more you get into it, the more monitors and the bigger they become, and the radios seem to go into a smaller and smaller footprint because screen real estate becomes premium, and seems to be, well, it is the main focus of the game. So yeah, so that's, I remember first set up, I had one 24-inch monitor, and now I've got a few more. And I've got my background back, which is looks better than the workbench, I think. But some people like workbenches with toothbrushes sitting on them, and yeah, all good. And great news. You've done a fantastic job championing the repeater and of course the other associated equipment, and obviously Peter Mills has done a fantastic job in getting the funding, and also ARVIC, because ARVIC is run by volunteers, and without ARVIC we would not, I'd suspect, be on the air. So with all the good work of Peter, we do need ARVIC, and please join. It's a very modest sum per 2 years. I believe last time I looked it was $30, and so yeah, it's a great value. So if you want to support ATV in Victoria, that's an excellent organisation to support. And they do not only support us, but they support a wide range of repeaters and beacons throughout Victoria, and another ATV site as well in Bendigo. All right, Dubus was the next topic. I'm the last one standing this evening, so unless someone comes up, you're most welcome. Any of the other people can come in at any time. With a bit of luck, I should hear them on the airwaves, on the liaison frequency or RMC. So do come in if you'd like to come up for this evening. Dubus.
Dubus Magazine is an international amateur radio magazine, intended for the VHF and above operator. Published in Germany by not-for-profit editors, it is bilingual. There are 4 issues a year, each of over 100 A5 pages, which are devoted to a mix of state-of-the-art technical articles and DX operating news. Dubus subscriptions are approximately $50 a year for 4 editions, air-mailed to your door, organised via our very own honorary VK Dubus representative, Alan Devlin VK3XPD, details on the www.dubus.org webpage.
Yep, so... Right, that's the latest and the greatest. Dubus came a couple of weeks ago. I haven't been able to get through it all with other activities going on, but it's an excellent publication if you're into microwaves and associated radio technology. It's it comes out 3-4 times a year. Alan's put gee, losing my voice. Alan Devlin has put up an ad in the last couple of weeks on VK Classifieds, giving details of how to subscribe. So, and I believe he was going to send out to existing subscribers an email, but if you're missing out on all that, do look up the VK Classifieds or the Dubus or Dubus, or whatever you want to call it, and check out the website, and yeah, all will be revealed. All right, let's stop me rabbiting on and let's look at the ISS. Let's have a look at the International Space Station passes for Melbourne over the next week.
73 smooth. Yeah, VK3MQ, good afternoon, Rob. VK3EJ. Yeah, VK3EJ, VK3MQ, good on you, Damien. Nice to work you again. We don't often chat, do we? Cheers. Yeah, cheers. Cheers, 73.
Yes, the ISS is transmitting occasionally. I don't believe it's all the time, but you might get an idea of what's happening from the status page on ISS. But yeah, that's the current transmission. And this is when it's doing a pass over the station that was receiving it on this particular occasion. And they were using a mini tuner, and the software was SDR television, SDR console, right? So yeah, so it's all happening on the ISS. And that's the status page. Details will be up there somewhere, and also the BATC on all the information to receive ham TV. Right. What was I going to do next? Ah, yes. Tropospheric conditions, the ducting happening at the moment. So that's the weather for Melbourne for the next few days. It's getting quite hot and a bit of humidity too. And here's the this is the tropospheric condition, the Hepburn chart for the next few days. As you can see, it's getting quite dramatic across the Tasman into New Zealand and also Western Australia. So lots of opportunities there and into Tasmania too over the next few days. So why not check it out? G'day. This week's digital TV repeater whistle stop tour takes us to the sunny southern state of South Australia. Sitting nearly 1,000 kilometres west of Melbourne, it's home to the vibrant DATV community in the coastal regions of Whyalla and Port Perry. At the heart of the action is VK3RTV that comes alive most weeknights from 7:30 local time. You can catch the transmissions on the BATC streamer site. And when it comes to weather, Whyalla often enjoys sunnier skies and warmer temperatures than our southeastern neighbours. So let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Right, actually I might just mention how will this work. Works with sound, amazing. Steph VK5FO rebroadcasts the VK5 RDC net, at least in the evening as far as I'm aware. I'm not sure the other hours for Adelaide. So if you're in Adelaide and you want to receive ATV, that's an option for you to do it via RF. So it's program feed SRT to Steph's station. That's the operating schedule. Activity starts at 6:45 most nights. So yeah. So also Steph has an excellent website where a lot of his projects are explained in detail, and do recommend you check that out. VK5FQ. Did I say FO? Bad eyesight. Oh, no, it's FQ, isn't it? There you go. So VK5FQ digital radio amateur television is the website for that. Must correct that. Right. So where are we up to now? What about an advanced quiz?
you find yourself on a solar weather website and you see three measurements front and centre on your screen, have you ever wondered what they actually mean? Solar Flux Index, SFI, Sunspot Number, SSN, and Area are three indices used to measure solar activity along with R and KP values. Let's take a look at what these values mean to amateur radio.
Yes, baby, here was Sunny, T-A-N-I, and I'm located near Osaka, GTH Nara, November Alpha, Radio Alpha.
Yes, this is the introduction section that Andrew, VK3FS, has produced for this program. It goes for less than 10 minutes, very well scripted, illustrated, and presents the information in a very acceptable and accessible way. So do recommend you check out Andrew's videos. There's 24 or more very short videos to the point on various aspects of amateur TV, with particular emphasis on microwave technology and techniques. So do recommend you check out Andrew's site. Right, the next thing on the agenda was the VK3 events calendar for March 2026. I know we're in February, but I couldn't find anything listed for February. So the 29th of March, and it just makes it right at the end, is the Eastern and Mountain District Radio Club's car boot sale at their club rooms in East Burwood. I believe more details will be flashed up on various forums in the coming months, but that's something to set sight on. Of course, there was Ballarat last week, last weekend, and there's a very interesting video that about 5 minutes that was put up by VK3BA, and I do recommend you check that out if you're interested in what happened at the Ballarat Hamfest. Right, so that's I think does I'm sort of people are sick to death of me now, even with audio, well, especially with audio. So thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you all next week with perhaps a bigger cast of other stations. Would be good if people could come up. That'd be great. All right, I'll do my outro and see you later on.